Good morning, students, and welcome to the Professor Travel. This is day 3 of a London excursion that myself and my husband decided to go on. We started off the day going from the hotel where we were staying to the Shard viewing gallery in order to get a little bit of a different perspective on the city. For the uninitiated, the Shard is the tallest structure in London and has a view of 360 all the way around London. Once you reach the top, you have a choice of beverages if you'd like to have one, and have an excellent view of the city. The height and the views from up here are breathtaking, and from a clear day you can actually see miles and miles and miles from the city. Just to give you some perspective, here's a view of the London Eye as seen from the Shard. Also the Tower Bridge as seen from the Shard. And then finally, the Tower of London as seen from the Shard. We then left the Shard and had an opportunity to view a couple of monuments on the way to our next excursion. As with most of the city of London, you do get an opportunity to see memorials to the fallen dead of both World War I and World War II. Our next stop was a real surprise. This was the Harrod's department store located in downtown London. Harrod's prides itself on having everything you can possibly want to buy. It is a 7-story plus structure from the basement all the way up, with views of the immediate area, but an architecture that's unique unto itself. If you want to buy flowers, you can buy fresh flowers there. Have a sweet tooth? This is something that you can get satisfied pretty quickly. And of course, what visit to Harrod's would be complete without actually viewing the toys and all the different things you can get for the kids at home. Harrod's even has a spot dedicated to Christmas called Christmas World, which is located off of, I believe it was the 7th floor of the building, and it's available almost all year round, with a variety of toys and treasures for every age group. While we were there, we decided to have a little lunch. My husband opted for fish and chips, while I wanted to try the lobster thermidor. After leaving Harrod's, we decided to go back to the hotel and rest a little while before our next excursion. Our next excursion, we decided to go to the Langham Hotel, and specifically the Palm Court located in the Langham, for afternoon tea. For those of you who are not aware, afternoon tea is almost like an early dinner. Basically, the structure of the food that a lot of people eat in Britain is that they have an English breakfast, they will have a brief lunch, they will have afternoon tea, usually around 4 o'clock, and then they sometimes will have a later dinner, which usually is around 8 or 9 o'clock at night. I opted for a tea selection that was about £49, and it was actually not disappointing at all. As you can see, the selections are actually quite impressive. This is actually a freestanding tea cozy that actually goes from the ground all the way up with a variety of different snacks. For our first course, they served us tea with scones, jams, and clotted cream. The second course was finger sandwiches and another option of tea. The final course is served with a variety of different pastries, which were all just extraordinary. We rounded out the day having a late dinner and then going to see one of my husband's old high school friends. When we ended up coming home, or moreover back to the hotel, we ended up using the tube, where we actually came across platform 9 3/4 for all of you Harry Potter fans that are out there. It's been great having you on our 3rd day of this wonderful excursion here in London. If you would like, and I would ask you, please subscribe and like this video. You can also find us on both Facebook and Instagram at The Professor Travel. And then, as always, please have safe travels and cheerio.